Welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast, and welcome into the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. I'm your host, Suzie Hunter. I'm joined by AJ Haefele. Hello, AJ.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am very tired. It has been a very long day.
You've had a very long week.
I got up at 6 a.m. today to go have pancakes with Rudo at IHOP, and then we went to Dev Camp all day.
That's actually so wholesome.
Rudo and I be like that.
You guys do be like that. Guys, we also have Kale with us, certified baseball boy. Hi, Kale. How are you?
I'm good, Suze. Glad to be here.
I'm happy you're here. We do need you for the show. So, I mean, I am happy you're here, but I'm happy you are here. I'm happy you guys are here. If you are in the Toyota chat it up with us. Let us know how you're feeling about these Colorado Rockies, because we've got a lot going on, but we're watching this game right now. We are in the, we started a 7th inning stretch during the 7th inning stretch.
That's why I feel so loose.
The timing never works out where we start a 7th inning stretch show during the 7th inning stretch. Trenton in the Toyota chat. Happy Independence Day Eve to you. Trenton in the chat might as well be paid to co-host the show. He's here. He's reliable.
It's always good to have the homies.
He's a homie. You're a homie. You're a homie, though. You've got your Avs Crocs, too. Do you know that the Rockies, had a Crocs moment? Do you remember that?
No.
It was 2 seasons ago.
No, I don't know about
this. They all got Crocs, and they were called the Crockies, and, Lucas Gilbreth got everyone, purple Crocs.
I actually do remember this.
Now you're remembering. Yep. Yeah, because, Boulder guy.
Yeah.
Denver guy.
I did not buy these.
You didn't buy those Avs Crocs.
These were a gift. And they're delightfully comfortable They're heinously ugly as they are.
But they're good for your feet,
I tried to really make them pop by wearing 3 different shades of gray. So 47 more and I'm going to be pretty popular.
Oh my. These are good bits. Did you come in ready with these bits?
No. I did not.
This is some really good improv.
Yeah, you were talking about my Crocs and I looked down and realized I was like oh.
This is a lot of great, but you wore the Yard Goats hat.
Yeah, I did swap it out, which is funny because the hat I've been wearing would have been a different shade of gray. It's a Quinnipiac hat.
Oh, you're so Connecticut coded now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I honestly have been doing it intentionally, leaving little Connecticut hints for the last 2 months. I've either been wearing gear or I've been dropping more and more Connecticut hints along the way to see if anybody could figure out what was going on.
You know what those are called? They're called little Easter eggs.
They are Easter eggs.
Do you know who does that better than anyone?
Video game developers.
Taylor Swift.
Oh. Okay, better answer. I will take the comparison to T-Swift.
I've never played a video game, so I don't know if video game people do that.
They do.
They do. What did the Rockies do? The Rockies haven't scored a run. Are they going to get shut out by the Brewers? Let's find out. But we got Michael Anthony Toglia at the plate right now. And he's grounded because I said he was going to be grounded if he didn't get a hit in his last at-bat.
Can I just say I hate the nickname Big Mike?
I don't really know where that came from.
I think it's incredibly lazy.
His name is Mike.
Right, and he's big.
But no one really calls him. I don't know how many people actually call him Mike. I call him by his full name all the time. Like I'm his mother. But stop. But yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. And I was just yeah, okay, he's tall. We got it.
He's got a hit.
See, there we go. But anyway, yeah, we got a single. All right. I like that. Where was I going with this story? Oh my gosh. Okay. So
I interrupted it. I'm so sorry.
This is what happens during watch-alongs. Games happen. The thing happens. Anyway, yep. Michael Toglia and Ezequiel Tovar. There was a period of time where Michael Toglia was big toe, Tovar was little toe. And I liked that. I thought that was cute.
That's adorable.
Big toe, little toe, But apparently we're not doing that. I thought that was clever.
It is. It actually is clever.
Yeah. And honestly, they've both got Gold Glove potential. It's so nice seeing Michael Toglia play first base. He's fielded some incredible plays this series too.
His best, I lost my mind when he robbed that home run in the outfield, though.
That was so good.
I was at home and I was cleaning my office, and I had it on in the background, and I looked up as whoever it was hit it, and then he goes back, he makes that catch, and I just dropped everything that I was doing, and I did a celebratory dance, and then resumed cleaning. I was very excited though.
That's amazing.
I'm a very unfun person, so for me to be that excited about something,
I don't know why
I'll
you would
take
say
that.
you're unfun. Let's check in with the Toyota chat because we do have Trenton in the chat saying we love yard goats in the house. In this house, we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, watching or listening onto the DNVR Rockies podcast, but yeah, AJ's going to Connecticut. And I'm so excited.
Accidentally broke that news on this podcast when I was on it with Andre and I talked about moving there. Did not think about it because it had been such news.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that's how you broke the news
I didn't mean to do it.
Wait, okay, so honestly, the Rockies cinematic universe already knew.
Yeah, the Rockies fans knew before Fs fans did. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Did not think about it until after the show, and I mentioned it to Andre, and we both had a good laugh about it.
If you were one of those crossover Rockies Avs fans who knew before they saw it on the Avs pod, let us know in the Toyota chat. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's been such a thing, and everybody around here has known for a while. And,
Yeah.
I made the decision several months ago, so it was like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, yep, this is just my life now.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thinking about all the secrecy of it anymore because so many people had known.
Literally, that's probably the biggest news we've had on this, breaking news that we've had on this podcast for a long time.
Yeah. I accidentally break the story of me moving to Connecticut. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited for you. I'm excited.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Can this game get a little more fun? Because right now, again, it is a 3-0 ball game. Brewers have the lead. We got Michael Tolia on first. And we have Nolan Jones up. Nolan Jones his arm is having a moment this series. He is breaking records and then breaking his own records. His arm has been insane.
Rudo and I were watching the Nolan Jones outfield assists from the last two games at IHOP this morning because we were just excited.
I love the commitment. Did Rudo want to be on the show too?
So the thing is Rudo and I are first. We were baseball guys first and grew into hockey monsters later.
Oh, it's baseball guys and it's hockey monsters.
Yes. Well, I mean, for us.
Are there baseball monsters?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that has a nice ring to it, though.
We're just like the D-gens, so.
Okay.
Yeah. But because we talk Rockies all the time. We even talk about them, not regularly, but often enough on the Avs pod, we refer to them.
That's so funny.
Because both of us watch a lot of Rockies games, so.
I love this overlap.
Yeah.
Kyle Freeland, you know who? Kyle Freeland's the target audience for your show.
Loyal listener, no doubt.
He has to be. He has to listen. I know it.
So at least one of our pods.
At least
he's such a
one
Colorado
of
guy.
them.
He's got to listen to one.
Oh my gosh. We got J-Rocks 93 in the Toyota chat. Always a treat when we get some of our other fine DNVR staff on a Rocks pod. It's a crossover episode.
I agree. It is
See?
always nice.
It is fun. I'm so glad you're here because I know you love talking baseball. And we're going to talk baseball while we watch this game. What is going on?
They think that Tolia got picked off first.
Oh, man. There have been... Willie Adames already got ejected.
The look on his face makes it look like he knows he got picked off.
Oh, he knows he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
He avoided the grounding, getting grounded with the single, but then now what?
Oh, man. All right, we're going to see what happens here. Can the Rockies catch a break? Because I feel like they've had some tough breaks this series, tough breaks with calls in general the past couple of series. We just don't need another Jake Cave incident.
Please no.
That was too intense for me.
Yeah, he's really hot, but he was also really scary that day.
He was so scary.
Yeah, he's out. I
Oh,
thought
man. Oh, man. All right, we're going to chat a little more in just a second. Guys, you know that we are all about Volo sports here at DNVR. But yeah, the modern day sport and social club, only $20 a month. We can get it to you for $10 a month. More on that in a second. But guys, a great way to meet new people, get active, play games in the city you live in. But if you Volo Pass, you can get all those benefits in any Volo city, which I think is incredible. Other benefits, you're getting league discounts up to $50. You can get free or discounted access to tournaments, fitness classes, and events, and unlimited access to pickups and league drop-ins as a sub. Best way to meet people, you can get Volo Pass for $10 a month for 3 months when you use code DNVR3. That's code DNVR3 to get $10 a month for the first 3 months for Volo Pass. We got some Volo people down here right now. That's how you know it's so social. DNVR3, that's the code. Guys, let's talk about our friends at Bet365 because it is so never ordinary at Bet365. They don't do ordinary. But when you sign up for an account at Bet365, use code DNVR365 to sign up. Put $10 in there, and you're going to get you have a couple of offers available to you. The Bet and Get. Place a bet $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets. Or the first net safety bet. Place a bet up to $1,000. And if your qualifying bet loses, you receive a matched refund in bonus bets, whatever the sport, whatever the moment. It is never ordinary at Bet365. Y'all know about the early payout offer they have going for MLB games. With the Bet365 baseball early payout offer, you are a winner if your team goes 5 runs ahead with an instant payout. And those parlay and same game parlay selections will also be marked as winners. Tuesday, they've got a good bet and get too, so I hope you took advantage of it yesterday. If you wager $50 or more across Tuesday's Major League Baseball matchups, you'll get $25 in bonus bets. You can't beat that, but you got to be 21 or older, physically located in the state of Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But guys, if you download that Bet365 app, use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Gamble responsibly, my friends. All right, let's check in with the Toyota chat real fast, too. J-Rocks, now for Suzie to return the favor on an Avs or Nuggets or Broncos show. I'm never invited.
Well,
I'm never invited.
Rumor has it there's an opening on the Avs podcast starting on Monday, so...
Megan probably would be kind enough to invite me.
Honestly, I think it would be... I would watch the hell out of you and Megan on an Avalanche show together.
I mean, I think I could probably offer just some more astrology talk because she comes on this show and does that for me. We chat astrology. We'll go through everyone's freaking big 3 like crazy people.
I'm a Leo Aries, by the way.
I know oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I was going to say, I know there's a lot of fire signs. What's Eric? I don't know his big 3.
I don't know.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So many. I know you guys have a lot of fire signs, which is wild because you cover a nice sport.
Yeah.
A nice sport, but also an ice sport.
Yeah. I contain multitudes. What do you want from me?
Multitudes. I love it. This series contains multitudes.
It's been a pretty interesting one.
It really has been. Monday night. Oh my gosh. So many intentional walks. We were live on this. That was a weird ending to the game, but it worked.
2 weird endings.
2 weird endings. Because, yeah, these games have been entertaining. Let's talk about Tuesday's game while we watch this game that's currently happening right now. Also, congrats to Aaron Shunk getting the start here at Coors. His parents are in town. I saw his dad, though. And, oh, yeah, Kale, should we bring up the picture that Aaron Shunk's dad made? So he hasn't sketched the inside of the ballpark yet, but we got the front, we got the clock tower, the entrance to the park. But we were chatting on the field because they got into town. They were excited to watch the game today. But he was just talking so much about how when you draw things, he just remembers every little detail so much better than if he just took a picture. Because it's he was saying oh, I'll draw it. And then, I'll remember, the smells that were happening. And, he'll just remember, all these, other sensory things that, you can't get from a picture. It's that was beautiful. A true artist.
Yeah, I do this. I do it with writing. I associate moments in my career with, games that I've covered, crunching up peanut shells as I walk through the arena, things like that. And, understand that I associate those noises with articles that I ended up writing, which were driven by those particular.
Ooh.
I just think it's it's got to be just like a creative sensory thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just whatever reason your brain is connected in that way.
I mean, that's
And that's incredible. I mean, that's I write lame ass game recaps of things, right? Like
they're great recaps.
It's nothing like that. That's incredible.
You know what? That's probably like the difference between great creatives and everyone else is that you can connect all of those sensory experiences to whatever you create.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
people always ask me how I remember certain things, and it's usually just that.
Yeah.
Like I'm able to remember little things from a long time ago because there's an indelible mark left because of whatever it is, right? Like when I think of Coors Field getting really loud and excited, I think of a Haefele Perez triple off the wall against the Pirates when I was a kid.
Oh man,
Like-
those were different times.
Very different times. Like specific things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Beautiful. You know, we saw a triple last night, by the way. I think maybe it was as exciting as a Haefele Perez triple.
Wow.
Well, okay, it wasn't, but it was still pretty exciting. So Jacob Stallings hit a triple last night. That's the second triple he's ever hit in his career.
That was the most surprising part to me is that
He's only done it twice.
that there was one before it.
But the one before it was against the Rockies.
Was it here?
No, it was in
Wow.
Pittsburgh. It was in Pittsburgh.
Second most shocking thing
It was
is
not
that it wasn't here.
It wasn't. It was like May of 2021, I think. I think it was May 29th. Well, it was May 29th. I think it was 2021. But I thought that was pretty funny. What else did we see? Oh, the home run. Brent Doyle's home run yesterday
Yeah.
was the weirdest thing
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I'm glad it got ruled a home run.
Yeah.
But also the interesting thing about that home run, so like his last at bat the game before was also a home run.
Yeah, I guess it would have been, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really was. Yeah,
Huh.
that kid's wild. He's having a great summer.
He was a lot of fun last year.
Yeah.
He couldn't hit, but he was still a lot of fun. Now he's just a lot of fun with no caveats.
No caveats, just like he's just doing it. He's just doing the whole thing. The other funny thing, so that was his 10th home run of the season, but last year he only had 10 home runs. So he's already on pace to do so much better than he did last year on the offensive side of things, the one piece that was missing. He's a well-rounded, complete player.
Did he Space Jam Nolan Jones?
Did he Space Jam Nolan Jones?
Yeah, Space Jam where the Monstars come down and they take all the NBA players and they steal all their basketball playing ability so that they become an all-star basketball. Have you never seen Space Jam?
No, I have, but like I've never heard it used as a verb, and I'm like, no, did he Space Jam Nolan Jones?
I usually say Monstarred, but people look at me sideways and they're like, I don't know what that means, so.
It took me a second to get there. I'm here, I'm listening. What? That's wild.
I mean, aren't they just having the opposite seasons? I mean, Nolan Jones was...
You know what?
He
Nolan
did everything
Jones
last
is
year.
definitely having a much harder time at the plate. But defensively, he's been great. I mean, yeah, he last night, he had this insane put out to end the top of the seventh. His outfield assist clocked in at 100.8 miles an hour. It's the second fastest in the majors, behind his own from the night before. So that's wild. And also, yeah, it's giving Brent Doyle last season. But also, Nolan Jones had incredible outfield assists of his own last season. Okay,
great last
I'm
year
just joking.
defensively.
I'm joking. But, like, yeah, both of them. Oh, and then, like, when Sam Hilliard was out there in the game last night, too, it's like the three of them. I was like, oh, these are, like, some of the strongest outfielders that we have right now.
Just great athletes.
Just great athletes. Incredible. Great arms in general. See, hold on. Some more fun facts about Nolan Jones, though. Sarah Langs pointed this out on Twitter, so I want to point it out on this show. Nolan Jones, the first player with a 100 mile per hour or more outfield assist in back-to-back games. And the Rockies are the first team to have won in back-to-back games from any outfielders.
Wow.
So, the Rockies are, they've got something going on. They've got good things going on, but unfortunately, it's a little tough getting it to come together in a way that is fruitful for the records.
Yeah.
But.
It's why Rudo and I always talk about them as a fun bad team.
They are a fun bad team.
You never know what you're going to get. It's young guys trying to win jobs, trying to secure their place in the league, whatever. Charlie still exists, so that's fun.
He does still exist. His birthday was on Monday.
For the first time ever, the Rockies have really good catchers.
They've, good catchers. Jacob Stallings and Elias Diaz have been such a great tag team. And then while Diaz was on the IL, Hunter Goodman just totally stepped into that role.
Just kept hitting home runs.
And just kept
as he does.
As he does. It's weird. So the Rockies, they had a nice lead going yesterday, for a good chunk of the game. They had also, this is a thing that they do that I can't stand. The Rockies left the bases loaded twice. It's just it kills me. Not only are there runners in scoring position, there's just so many.
It's such a letdown every time.
Such a letdown.
It's hard enough to get the bases loaded, but when you do it twice and you don't walk away with anything, it
was tough. It was a tough scene.
Great.
A tough scene. Let's check in with the Toyota chat. Trenton in the Toyota chat. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the whole story, analytics bros. It's true.
Feels
it's
targeted. True. People tell me this all the time in hockey.
J-Rock's in the Toyota chat. No doubt Jones is in the dreaded sophomore slump. Injuries of no benefit either. Yeah, he's so sophomore slumping.
Yeah.
I think I really do have faith that he'll figure it out.
Sophomore slump isn't fun, though. The idea that he got Monstarred is a lot more fun.
But I feel I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun. One of them's fun. Thank you. Well said, Suze. Well said. I'm a woman of words. We're so tired.
This is why you have a podcast.
This is why I have a podcast. I'm just so good at talking. All right. We got Trenton in the Toyota chat. The funniest part about Doyle's home run from last night, StatCast has it as a home run in 29 out of 30 ballparks. The only ballpark it isn't is Coors Field. I did see that. That is pretty funny. Make it make sense.
Honestly, it makes it even more impressive.
Yeah. It wasn't even a home run at Coors Field, but it was. Yeah, it was very strange. All right, what are we reviewing here?
I could not tell.
All the umps are here. There's Brian O'Nora. What is he saying?
He said words, and now it's 3-2.
Okay, after review, the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. It's just been weird umpiring this series, too.
Without paying full attention to what had just taken place, I really don't know what that was. Because I looked down, he was having a conversation with Charlie. They were going back and forth. It looked like he was yelling at the Rockies dugout, and then they were reviewing something, and the count was 3-2. And I was like, okay.
And did we get a walk from Charlie Blackmon?
Yeah.
All right. The umping has been very strange. It hasn't been ump show strange. But it's just been there have just been so many weird moments where we're just what? What do we make of this?
Adama is getting tossed out in this for arguing balls and strikes. Doesn't seem anybody's happy with it.
And Pat Murphy got ejected for pretty much something similar on Monday. It was weird. This is also why it's so hard to do baseball watch-alongs, because all these little things are going on in between big spans of not a lot going on. You're just I can't tell what's happening. This is why we don't do a lot of watch-alongs for baseball across this company. But we're having fun. We're having a good time.
I love a watch-along because you just hang out and you're watching the sport. And everybody cares. Everybody that's hanging out with you cares about the same thing, and everybody's invested together.
Yeah.
And that's just sort of our whole ethos. It's about community. It's about sifting through sports together and having this thing. And now there are 2 guys on base. So,
man, I love words like ethos.
Yeah.
Ooh, juicy.
I talk
juicy
about it
stuff.
a lot with. I like talking about identity.
Oh, my gosh.
I think it's an interesting concept.
It is. All right. We got... Oh, Brendan Rodgers singled. Charlie Blackmon's heading to second. All right. We got 2 men on. We got a man in scoring position.
He's also on scoring position.
That's fair. You know what? It's like inline versus online, which is the thing you're going to face a lot in Connecticut because, like, I feel like it's like there's too much debate on it, but it's inline. You're inline. You're not on a line. You're in a line. I will die on this hill.
Huh.
I would die on a lot of hills. Wait, where were you? Where were you on this debate? Let us know where you are in the Toyota chat. Are you in a line or are you on a line?
I didn't know this was a debate, but you're definitely in a line.
You're in a line. No,
Yeah.
but like, honestly, like, I know a lot of New Yorkers who are like, no, you're online. Like, no, like, America Online is online. Like, you're online when you're on the internet. I have so many arguments. I'm so tired.
America Online is why I'm moving to Connecticut.
Yeah.
True story.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, the person that I'm moving to Connecticut, that I'm moving in with in Connecticut, I met on an AOL when I was 14 years old in a music chat room. This is a true story.
Kale's tapping in. Kale, what's up?
Wild story.
What's a wild story? I thought you had something to say. Like, that is wild. When you were 14?
14 years old, yeah.
I don't talk to anyone from when I was 14.
I talked to a weird number of people. I didn't need a circle to grow that much more. I found really good homies when I was a wee lad and kept them.
Honestly, that's where it's at. That is where it's at.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, real fast, let's just mention our friends at Coors Light. Guys, if you are ready to choose chill, choose Coors Light because Coors Light, it is cold lagered, cold brewed, cold filtered, cold packaged for a smoother finish. So yeah, when you're ready to embrace that chill mindset, that's how you know it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Coors Light is that mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing like our beautiful Rocky Mountains. And as you know, when the mountains on the can turn blue, that's how you know it's good for the crew. Make the most of the times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Got to mention our friends at Circa. Kale, when's the next time you're going to Circa Resort and Casino?
July 12th.
July
I'll be there in 9 days.
That's soon. That is soon, my friend.
I'm very excited.
You excited for Stadium Swim?
Actually, Stadium Swim is like so cool.
I
I'm
wanna
very
go.
excited. Yeah, that'll be dope.
I want to go. Guys, check out Circa Stadium Swim to watch the best sports action during the summer. And when you are booking your stay, use code DNVR20 for 20% off. That's a great deal. Also, Circa's got so much going on out there in Vegas. It is adults only. You're not going to get your ID checked because it's only adults in the building. They got the largest sports book. It's 3 stories. It's stadium style. They got a big ass casino, but they have Stadium Swim. 143-foot LED screen. It is open year round. They've got swim up bars, cabanas. An absolute vibe, you guys. Experience Stadium Swim and watch your favorite teams at Circa Resort and Casino. Book your stay with code DNVR20 for 20% off.
Kale and I watched some very memorable professional slap fighting in Stadium Swim last Friday.
Slap fighting?
Yo, that was crazy, but we did.
Can you elaborate?
2 people stand about as far apart as we are, maybe a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And one of them braces themselves, and the other one gently caresses the other's face, and then rears back and hits them absolutely as hard as they can.
I'm sorry,
It's
was
like
this
a new league.
was
Yeah.
this a thing that was on TV or
Yeah,
just a
it was
new
on ESPN.
goof?
Like it's a whole new sports league,
Yeah, it was on ESPN.
but it's just like
It was
slapping.
wild.
It's
So is
just
this for
slapping.
like people who like didn't have it for UFC?
I
Like
think
they
it's
didn't
the
have
same-
what it took?
I think Dana White owns
Yeah,
it.
Dana
I think
White
it's
owns
the
it.
same guy as UFC.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking with me, right?
No,
No.
I swear we're not. It's like a legit thing.
What was the
It's
guy's
crazy.
name? Da Bad Hawaiian or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all have crazy names, and
Yeah.
they like. And you see like several people like get knocked completely unconscious.
It was
like immediately
From slaps?
From slaps.
Yeah.
Like it's like watching people get CTE in real time.
It's
It is
also-
crazy.
It's also scored. So like there's
How
there's
do
a
you
judge
score?
awarding points.
What's the criteria?
I mean, we didn't get that into it.
Yeah,
but-
genuinely, we couldn't hear it. We were just watching it on the world's largest television at Stadium Swim, and we were like, "What is this?" And it was delightful.
Oh
it was-
my gosh.
Again, like the screen is like 90 feet tall, so like it was hard to not look at it. You
Yeah.
know?
Wow. Trenton in the chat. Bruh, it sounds like the final evolution of Slapcam. Yeah. That's wild. I've never heard of this.
It was a time. If you're gonna go to Stadium Swim, you should watch that, not real sports.
No. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, you guys are so crazy. We got J-Rocks in the Toyota chat with the trade deadline looming and the Rockies out of it this season. What moves would you like to be made? Of course, we want new ownership, but that's okay. Well, reel it in. Guys, the trade deadline. This is actually always the question because the Rockies, there have been so many moments, especially in recent years, where you kind of wonder, like, oh, are they going to trade this very obvious guy? And they don't. And like last year, we did get some trade deadline activity. I mean, they traded Pierce Johnson to the Braves.
That's how they got Vodnik.
And now we have Vodnik, and Vodnik's great. Vodnik
Yeah.
was crushing it to start this season. He was like the last pitcher standing with like a 0 ERA.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild. We're so proud.
Good job,
I
Victor.
think we got a good pitching prospect in exchange.
Yeah, well, in the Crone and Gritchick deals, they got Mason Albright, who's been really good.
That's right.
Single A this
Oh
year.
my gosh, I forgot that they were also. We actually traded
Yeah,
those two guys too. We.
we were intimately involved in
Yeah, I was
that
so
in those
involved.
transactions.
I was so involved.
Sorry,
I was
CJ.
so there. I was in the room. I was in the war room.
You were definitely pushing for Albright. You were like, "That's the guy we need.
Like, get him.
Get him out of there."
Get him. That's funny. I wonder though, is it? Because I know there's like rumors swirling of like, oh, like what if it's Ryan McMahon? Like that would be a great piece. Everyone always mentions Brendan Rodgers, but like, I just you never know what they're gonna do, and they never do the obvious thing that you think they should do.
This year, I think it's Diaz, right? Like it's.
I honestly thought last year would have been Diaz simply because his trade value skyrocketed after the All-Star game. All-Star MVP, hits the game-winning home run. Like all eyes were on Diaz after that game. I was like bracing myself like, oh, they're definitely going to trade him while his value's high. And they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously, I'm happy he's still around. He's like a great personality, great guy to have around, like such a great catcher. And I just know our young catchers are learning so much from him too. But I was like, oh, we're not doing that? No? Okay.
Yeah.
I always said, I'm like, I feel like they should have traded Montero. And instead, they DFA'd him. Tomorrow's the day that like we find out if he cleared waivers or not. So like there's a good chance he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hard to watch.
I've said this before. I think I said this on Monday, but I just feel like his ceiling is so much higher than it is like with what he's able to do here in Colorado. And he's made so many improvements. Like he has become a much better infielder than he was.
He was a butcher when he got here.
He's improved so much in that aspect.
Yeah.
But then it's like, you know what? Maybe like if someone else is working with him, like he could be so much better.
Yeah.
And like I just don't think that's against him. I don't necessarily think that's against like anyone in the Rockies organization. I'm just like, I think he's a classic change of scenery guy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Alan Trejo, did you see that he is in the Dodgers organization now?
Yeah. It was not my favorite outcome of that.
That was wild. I mean, I kind of thought like just because like there was a time when Alauris Montero was like such a huge prospect. So I kind of thought he would get scooped up first, but no, Alan Trejo declared free agency after he was DFA'd, signed with the Dodgers.
Gross.
They put him in the AAA team. Last night, doubled off the wall to tie it for the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Alan Trejo is going to be an all-star for the Dodgers next year. I swear. Like, that's what's going to happen. That is the outcome of this event right here.
I don't like this canon because it feels so inevitable that, a Rockies castoff's going to go to the Dodgers and be fantastic. Cool.
I mean, it happened for Yency Almonte.
Exactly. He always very clearly had the stuff in an organization that had no idea how to get it out of him.
Oh, man. Yency. He's a Cub now, by the way, in case you're wondering. I don't know if you've been keeping tabs.
Yency was one of my guys a long time ago.
He's so funny.
I loved him.
He's so funny. Whole family, great. Peter Lambert's back up, by the way. I mean, we saw him in this game.
Yeah.
Riley Pint back down.
Yeah.
Riley Pint made another appearance up here. That 4th overall pick. What year was that? 2015?
It was too recently.
Oh, man.
I remember that draft day and being very... On one hand, you're like, woo, everybody's freaking out about what a great arm this guy has. And on the other hand, you're like, that's a high school right-hander. Those guys never pan out.
Oh, man. Yeah, Riley Pint's been on a crazy journey. A crazy journey, that is for sure. Dallas Keuchel, also a crazy journey. I still am shocked that he had a start at Coors Field last night.
Yeah.
There was Kale, maybe you remember this, but Steph Salazar was on the show. And we were we were just wondering. We're like, where is Dallas Keuchel? Like, where is he even pitching? Is he even still pitching? And then next thing you know, he's making a start at Coors Field. I'm like, did we unintentionally manifest this?
Yeah, you put it into the universe.
Did we put this in?
Yeah.
And actually, he made a fine start for his standards because he pitched last year at Coors. And I'm pretty sure he got absolutely shelled.
It's pretty consistent with his last couple of years in general.
I'm like, you don't have to do this. Stay home with your beautiful wife.
You don't have to do this.
You have money. You're good. Don't have to.
I wonder if that's one of those. I've known a few professional athletes over the years who didn't know how to be at home.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That is a real thing.
They just continue on with a career because it's not even about the money. It's just who am I without it? Again, identity.
I knew this guy in Connecticut who played one season of low A ball and then 9 seasons of indie ball. I'm like, first of all, at that point, I'm like, I feel like if you were going to get the call, you would have gotten it. Someone would have scooped you up on a minor league deal already. 9 years in indie ball, but he just didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
But then you're kicking the can down the road at that point because once you finally can't play anymore and you're in your 30s and then all of a sudden it's oh, I have to get an entry level job and you're working with all these kids. I'm it wasn't a fun time. But that story lives rent free in my head all the time. I'm just call it. I'm not saying that's what Dallas Keuchel should do. Obviously, a very different situation. Just an anecdote. It's just an anecdote.
Do you remember Carlos Zambrano of the Cubs?
Vaguely.
Really angry, always wanted to fight everybody.
Yeah.
I went to...
He's a blood relative, actually. Always trying to fight.
Oh, yeah?
Couldn't be me.
I went to a Winnipeg Gold Eyes game in 2019.
Okay.
And with my then girlfriend. And... didn't know anything about the league. Just I was like, oh, they have a baseball team. Let's go to the game. And the Chicago Dogs were in town, and Carlos Zambrano started that game. And I was like, is it the Carlos Zambrano? And I look up his career, and it was him. And he pitched great. I was like, what is this guy doing here?
Oh, my God.
His career with the Cubs eventually ended, and he was just like, I'm going to stay in the city, and I'm just going to play for an independent team. I don't need the money. I just want to play baseball.
You know what? Isn't that a fun position to be in?
Respect, but also I'm always like...
Well, that's the key.
Whose opportunity are you taking away who could actually use this to build a career and you're just dicking around?
You know what? Indie ball, though, is so different.
Yeah, it is.
It's so different.
It's real weird.
But that's also the key. I feel like it's a more respectable path if you have the money. Because you're not you're not screwing yourself over because you got something in the bank. You can take your time to figure it out. But if you just played indie ball for a decade and then you're okay, now I'm an intern, then you're screwed. You're screwing yourself over. Guys, by the way, while we were blamming, while we were clucking like hens over here, Bretton Doyle hit a double off the wall So are we getting a rally going in the? Oh my God! It's already the bottom of the ninth. Already the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, McMahon flew out to left field at the wall with 2 guys on to end the 8th.
All right, now here's Michael Tolia. You're ungrounded if you if you get us a home run right here. Man, yesterday's game was pretty rough though, with the lead heading into that 9th inning. That was so brutal.
Well, and how it all plays out. Really, losing the lead, what was it, in the 7th inning?
So
the ball that gets lost in the sun, you're like, dude.
Well, lost in the twilight. Apparently it's like a thing, okay? Like, I mean, it happens. But to be fair, there was a beautiful sunset happening at that time. Pull up my Twitter, Kale. No, you don't have to pull up my Twitter. But it was a beautiful sunset, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Hunter Goodman lost the ball in that beautiful sunset. But like he was so far off.
Yeah.
But that's like the most dangerous
and the ball's
time.
like 10 feet to his right, and you're like, oh, you lost it.
He really did lose it. It's got to be so hard to track a ball. It's like something about like that twilight, just that like couple of minutes. Mm-hmm. It's apparently so easy to lose a ball.
I wonder if that's also just like a reflex to be like, I don't know where it is, and I'm just going to move in a direction where it may be. And then it ends up looking way worse on film because you're like, oh, you see where that ball lands, and you're like,
oh, man.
Oh, no, he really did not have any idea.
Oh, Kale did pull up my, that's the sunset we're looking at, by the way. That was not the picture I took, but that's the picture I took. I just didn't have as good of an angle. I'm in the press box. You had to move over. There's the angle. That's the shot. Also, Broncos colors.
Yeah.
Let's ride. What is the Broncos slogan this season? If it's not,
we'll see. I mean, the Broncos slogan has been "Let's Ride" since like 2012, and then Russ kind of ruined that. So we'll see how it goes now.
It feels like their slogan at this point is "We'll see."
Yeah. Broncos country. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hey, real fast, though, let's just shout out our friends at Shady Rays. Y'all, you know they have the most insane protection plan in eyewear. If you lose them, they will replace them, which is, like, very good for me. That's why it works for me. But, yeah, if you lose them or if they take an unexpected hit, don't sweat it. The most insane protection program. Also, if you don't love your shades, you can exchange them worry-free within 30 days. No questions asked. No risk when you shop. We've got a good deal for you guys, though. Exclusive for our listeners. Shady Rays has their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com. Use code DNVR for 35% off polarized sunglasses. They will keep you from losing those pop-outs in the sun. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by more than 300,000 people. That number keeps growing. And we got Doyle on third, thanks to a wild pitch. All right, 1 out left. Bretton Doyle's on third. It feels like I'm like getting a little excited for a not big enough rally.
I just don't want to get shut out.
I don't want to get shut. I
hate it.
Just score a run, man. Just score 1 run.
Yeah.
Come on, Nolan Jones. Hit your boy in. Let's do it.
I can accept the inevitability of a loss, but don't get shut out at home.
Oh, my goodness.
If you get shut out in Pittsburgh or something, that's fine.
But not at home.
Care. Yeah, don't do it at home.
In front of our families? Our friends? Oh, my gosh.
And they got shut out.
And the Rockies got shut out. A 3-0 loss. Can the Rockies split the series?
I mean, in theory.
In theory. They got one more tomorrow. 4th of July. You know?
They do fireworks tonight?
Nope. So
just
Thursday
tomorrow?
night and Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna have to check Game Time for some tickets. Because I think they're not the cheapest tickets this weekend.
Those are the ones that people buy. It's like opening weekend.
It's must-see
July
stuff.
4th.
Must-see stuff. Guys, real fast, I do want to just mention our friends at Premier Members Credit Union. Guys, they're so local, and they want to help you take care of your money. Why wouldn't they? But yeah, if you're like me, you're always looking for a way to get ahead with your money, take a look at Premier Members Credit Union. They are a financial institution based right here in Colorado. With PMCU, you get local branches, friendly tellers, and the tools you need to save smarter, like a reverse tier money market. Whatever your goals are, they can help. PMCU is all about creating a better banking experience for their community. So why not see what they can do for you? Check out becomepremier.com to learn more. All right. Let's check in with the Toyota chat. Oh, poor Trenton in the chat. Let's rally. Let's see. Is that what's the Rocky slogan? If the Broncos are, let's see.
Maybe someday.
Oh, maybe someday.
Dream big.
Oh, man. Shutouts are brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, you never want to see a shutout at home. That is what we have going on. Who got tagged with the loss? Dakota Hudson already has 12 losses now in the season. He got tagged with the pitcher loss. He is 2-12 with a 5.84 ERA. Dakota Hudson.
Going about as well as expected.
Man, that it's tough that I feel like he's had some bad luck in terms of just getting tagged with the loss because that's I don't know who's leading the league in losses, but he's got to be close.
12 in the first week of July.
Yeah. 12 this week.
Like buddy, on your way to 22 losses.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
You know what? We're going to point out some little wins. So as of today, Brendan Rodgers has hit safely at home in 24 straight games. 24 straight home games. He has made it to a base.
Does this, so I don't know about this. I don't want to feel like I'm putting you on the spot here, but I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes.
They were the home team in Mexico City, right?
They were.
Does this count those?
Yeah, it would count that.
Or is it just Coors Field?
No. Home games. Home games.
Okay.
Those count as home games, even though they were very much not at home.
Yeah.
What days were the Mexico series, though? It was April. Because this is also 23 straight home games since April 23rd. Now I got to look at the schedule.
I was in the middle of hockey playoffs. That is.
I know. That's why I couldn't go. Because you guys were all doing playoffs. That was April, right? It was April. Yeah, so that includes the Mexico series.
Okay.
Yeah, those count as home games. In the records too, on the Rockies notes, they count. It's weird. But I think it's a cool streak because it's the longest since Charlie Blackmon did it for 28 home games back in 2019, from April 18th to July 3rd of 2019. So we just haven't seen a nice long home hitting streak in a long time.
It really is
that was
2019 all over again.
2019 was 5 years ago, for those who might not know.
All right.
Did you know?
Calm down. I did not need that.
You didn't need that? Oh, but you got it.
That's not my favorite.
But you got it wasn't your favorite. Oh, you're going to be okay.
I need a dislike button.
Are you? You can't there is a dislike button on this show. You could click it if you really wanted to.
But not that one. Not the one that hurts all of us.
Guys, hit the like button, please. Whether you like what I just said or not.
We like that you have the ability to talk to us all the time.
J-Rock's in the chat. If Adam D-Line Harrison and the gang call it Losers Lounge after a loss, are we Hard Luck Rocks or something cooler sounding?
I think we call it Wednesday.
We just call it Wednesday.
AJ, that was so low-key savage.
It was really savage.
Oh, my God.
Ow, I'm wounded. Aw.
Sorry.
Shutouts are just would you rather have a shutout like tonight or a game like last night where they have a lead and then blow it in the ninth?
Last night.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Kale knows this, but I feel like there are a lot of times where we're talking about the same game over and over again because the Rockies have done this a lot this season.
Yeah, but I felt like it was a creative way to lose last night, and I appreciate that.
A creative way to lose.
Tonight was just, you got shut out. You didn't even show up.
Aw, man. There were some hits. Actually, let's see. Rockies had 8 hits, okay?
Really,
no
though?
runs on 8 hits. Meanwhile, the Brewers had 3 runs on 9 hits.
And score-wise, the game ended in the first inning on the Yelich home run. That 1-0. That's it.
That's kind of.
We spent the next 8.5 innings just waiting for the inevitable.
Oh, man. Patrick Saunders, speaking of pitching, late innings, all that, Patrick Saunders pointed this out on Twitter earlier. Crazy stat of the day. Rockies bullpen holds a team ERA of 8.44 in the 9th, and that is the highest in the majors. And it's the highest 9th inning ERA of any team since they started recording that stat, which was in 1974. The next closest, by the way, so the Rockies, and this was going into this game, but the Rockies team ERA of 8.44 in the 9th. The next closest is Toronto, and they're 6.28. So, like, the gap is huge.
Almost
like,
there.
The 9th inning situation happening with the Rockies is, like, kind of worse than
It's historically
it just
bad.
couldn't be worse. It's historically bad.
It's like historically bad as historically bad. Like magnitudes worse.
Yeah.
Although it did get better today.
It got a little better today.
Hey.
Let's go. Hoping Herman Marquez is getting a little better day by day. He's going to make not 1, but 2 rehab starts with AA Hartford. A couple more of them. And he'll get to finally see Dunkin' Donuts Park.
Yeah.
Which he was a yard goat in 2016, but he didn't get to see that park because the park wasn't ready.
A great story.
A great story. Why? Only in the Rockies organization, though. Just the weirdest luck.
It doesn't seem like even stuff that doesn't seem to have anything to do with them goes their way.
It's very strange. It is very, very strange. Let's check in with the Toyota chat because I know y'all are... Oh, my God. Enrique found his roommate.
Yeah. Hello.
I didn't know that you guys, like, lived together until very recently.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, wait, what?
Going on 2.5 years?
That's crazy. I had no idea. Man, and I'm nosy, too, so I'm surprised. Oh, that's funny. That is
Very
funny.
sports-heavy household.
I love that.
We always have... One of us is always watching a sport. If you just listen to the house, you'll always hear... At this time of year, it's always baseball because I watch baseball every day.
Also, what else is really on?
Yeah, this is where we try and find things to do when the Rockies are particularly onerous.
Oh, my gosh.
So...
This was a fun one. This was S. Castro in the shot. That's a shocking ERA stat. I'll take a shot. Oh, man. All right. You know what? Hold on a second. Before we go, I do want to point out the All-Star jerseys because we got a peek at them. Well, they've been tweeted. It's not a peek. It's like they were released. But have you seen them? The All-Star jerseys for this season? I want to know what you think. All right, blind reveal. Jersey reveal. So we got the National League, the American League. These are the jerseys that they're going to be wearing down in Texas. Which Rocky will be wearing this? Who knows? Because all the Phillies took the spots that Rockies should have had because Mac and Tovar had better numbers than Trey Turner and Alec Boehm. And for some reason, those two guys aren't right now, as of now, wearing those ugly-ass jerseys. Are you going to say something or are you going to like...
They're bad.
I wish you guys could see AJ's face right now because it is not a good face. Not a good face.
I don't know what's worse, those jerseys or that 9th inning ERA stat you just cited. Because those jerseys feel like the jersey version of that stat. Heinous.
I have to put my foot in my mouth because Enrique just pointed something out to me, and like I should know better because I'm a WNBA fan. Also, like shout out to my Connecticut son. WNBA season is poppin'. And it's so fun this year.
I will be spending my birthday at Mohegan Sun, so.
Are the Connecticut Sun in town?
I don't know. I'm there to see a comedian.
Oh, then they're not in town.
So.
But who's the comedian?
Shane Gillis.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know him.
My,
He was my neighbor.
What?
No.
Wait, you were neighbors with
No,
Shane
I
Gillis?
wasn't. Oh my God, everyone shut up. Everyone shut up.
I was like, wow,
That's
wow.
crazy.
Okay, that's like me saying like, yeah, like Russ and Ciara were my neighbors. Like,
Okay,
no,
got it. I understand what's happening here.
Okay.
I understand. You said it so casually, like you'd said it a lot of times, so I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
you said it casually enough where I was like, oh, that's probably true.
Yeah, this is a
And,
story she's
you
told
also have
before.
some wild stories. So, like, that would be like a 7 on a Suzie story scale.
It actually would be. That's
A
really
7.
fair.
Like,
7.
Yeah, like that would be a story. I do have some weird stories, AJ. My life has gone very strangely. It has not gone according to plan.
I feel the same way.
Oh man, you guys, thanks so much for being here, for hanging out in the Toyota chat. By the way, S Castro in the Toyota chat. The All-Star jerseys are fire.
Is that because you want to light them on fire like the rest of us?
You know what? I don't think they're. Oh, hold on. Show the other tweet, please, of what it looked like. Because SNY tweeted this. It's one of the jerseys like hanging up. So like, I didn't think they looked bad in that announcement graphic, but like, I didn't like how they looked. Like this, for some reason, like this picture makes it look like it's just the shirt from someone's softball league.
Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like.
well, they are Fanatics jerseys, so.
Like, instead of American League, it would be the name of an electric company.
Right? American League Electric. Honestly, I love that company. They do great work. But like something about this picture, I'm like, it's giving Rec League.
Yeah.
So that the reason like I don't like them is because I saw this picture first. But
I think they're ugly.
I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, Trenton in the chat pointing out Tovar got cheated.
Yeah, he was robbed.
Tovar absolutely should be there instead of Trey Turner. Trey Turner's been injured for like a good chunk of the season already, and we're halfway through the season.
He's fun,
Where was
though.
Trey Turner in May? Yeah, he's fun. Ezekiel Tovar's fun.
You asked the question like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like, where was Trey Turner in May?
Where was he?
Yeah, where was he?
Well, where was he? He wasn't fucking playing.
Also, Tovar did get cheated, but Rymack not being an all-star after the season he had is, as Suzie put it earlier, a war crime.
It's a war crime. I did say it was a war crime. I did say that. I do know what war crimes are.
Yeah, we live in the United States.
And this is just another one. I'm getting canceled today. This is terrible.
I'm the one getting canceled the day before
man.
July 4th.
It's my last show before I get canceled.
I'm sorry I've done this. Burning the house on my way out.
Oh, man. All right, S. Castro is pointing out, I like them. It's a little retro style. I do like you know what, the Rangers do lead into that retro stuff too.
If both of them felt retro, I would be cool, but one of them looks like a bad video game logo, like an esports team jersey, and the other one looks like it was just ill-conceived.
Yeah. Like they could have just... Do you think that the All-Stars should go back to just wearing their team uniform?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I thought that was cool.
It was cool, but it's not making Major League Baseball any money because
get
that's
it.
not a souvenir that you can buy at the All-Star game.
I get it.
It's capitalism, baby. It's capitalism and war crimes. Let's go.
I'm resisting the urge to say things, okay? I'm really trying not to ruin your show here.
Oh, man. No, it's our show. It's okay. All right, guys. I think this is as good of a time as ever to wrap it up. Kale, where can we follow you on social media?
Kale Sorbo. Kale with 2 L's and a K.
And a K. You'll never guess where the K is. AJ, where can we follow you on social media? Because we have to literally follow you now because you're not
Yeah.
going to be in this building with us for much longer.
Don't. My social media goes dark on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love the
love that for you.
Total freedom, baby.
Love that for you. I
Total
love that for
freedom.
you.
He's free, you guys. He's free. I love this for you. I'm not free. You can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms, and make sure you're keeping up with all of our Rockies takes at DNVR_Rockies. Thank you so much for being here. I had a lot of fun on this pod. AJ, I had so much fun with you all, and I hope we can
was
squeeze
fun.
one more in before you leave.
Yeah, I mean, anytime. Just ask, and if I can find the time for it, then yeah.
Okay.
I will try not to do it on a day where I had to get up at 6 a.m., but that was my bad.
You know what? but you made your choices.
Exactly.
And you did great considering.
I mentioned it earlier. I put myself in this spot.
You did. All right, guys. That's that. You know what I love to say, though, about closing out a show like this one?
What's that?
I say that's baseball, and that's the show. We will talk to you on Friday. We have a very special minor league episode. It's going to drop at noon on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. Have a great week, you guys. Happy 4th.
We all silly like the mayor.